Hello, welcome back to my channel. Third video of the day. I'm kind of bored today and I'm pissed that my TV broke, so I'm doing a video. I'm going to do information on scleroderma. What is scleroderma? Before I get started, don't forget to subscribe. Click down below where it says subscribe, then click the bell, then hit all. And then you'll get all my videos. And whatever you like, just hit like on the videos. So what is scleroderma? Scleroderma is an overproduction of collagen. Now, first I want to state an autoimmune disease is pretty much the disease is your immune system. And, stress pisses off your disease. And what brings it out, it could be dormant inside your body with any autoimmune. And normally they said, environmental factors can be a possibility, but high stress situations. Like I went through court with my ex and I was dating somebody at the time. It was hard. And it was just a severely stressful time for me. And that's when all of it actually really was hardcore. I mean, I was a little bit issues, but it was hardcore. And I mean, one thing after another was failing, and it was just bad. And that was like a few years ago. 5 years ago? 6 years ago? Something like that. I was in my mid-20s. I'm actually almost 34 now. I don't want to say that. But anyway, so high stress situations can definitely make it worse. You need to know that. So that's why, doctors push the fact that we de-stress ourselves. We pick up meditation and yoga and people are like, oh, that's bullcrap. It works. It can actually lessen your flare-ups, which is exactly what it did to me, which is why I'm doing these videos to help people, because I'm telling you it works. I wouldn't lie. I have no reason to lie. And I make these videos to help people. And it's not just, oh, you sit in a calm place. It's not at all what meditation is. Meditation is like you're in tune with yourself. You're clearing out your mind. What's cool is when I learned meditation is you can be in such a place where you have a candle like in your vision and you control the flame and the flicker and the color. It's freaking awesome. But scleroderma is an overproduction of collagen inside your body. Now, all sclerodermas are different. You have to know that. There is just the skin scleroderma, where it's just your skin, morphia. It causes tightness, almost gives you like a like plastic surgery look, or you have severe like skin tightening to the max. You also get brown spots. I wish I could show you guys. Maybe I'll take pictures. I have my son take pictures. But I have brown spots like all over my torso. My torso, my GI system is actually the worst. Now, after morphia and skin, scleroderma, it's called systemic scleroderma, which means your entire body can be involved. It's not guaranteed it's going to all be involved. It could be just one thing involved. Like, limited scleroderma is slow progression of the disease. It happens over time. You can last 50 to 60 years with it. It's very slow progression. It really depends on the person. So it could be skin. Some people don't see with systemic scleroderma. It doesn't mean you have skin involvement. It doesn't mean you have GI involvement. You can have no skin involvement and have your lungs involved and say your heart involved, but not your GI system. Everybody's different, but it is slow progression. Now, diffuse scleroderma is rapid onset. No joke, mine was rapid, and rapid is like within a year or two, boom, instant hardcore. Organs were failing, losing organs, fibrosis. I mean, it's rapid. So, as looking, you can't really go by this, but it says for people with diffuse scleroderma can have 8 years to live. I know people with diffuse scleroderma that have had a full life. What you want to do is you need to gain control. You want to be the boss of your freaking disease that's a piece of crap. We're our own worst enemy, and I say it all the time to myself. Mind, people always say mind over matter. That is a big thing. And I've noticed that when I was depressed and negative and upset, which there is some days I get like that in a bad flare, but it's not every day like it used to be. When I was first diagnosed, I was heavily depressed, suicidal, and it is a known fact that the more depressed you are, the more pain you do feel. And you actually make your body worse. And like I said before, stress makes the diseases worse. It makes autoimmune anybody, whether you are healthy or not, stress can kill you. It can. But when you have a deadly disease added with it, that's a whole other different ball game of stress. So you do have to learn to try to find a happy place, whether listening to music is your go-to. When you're starting to feel stressed out, if writing helps or just talking on videos like I do, to relieve it, you have to talk to somebody. But you need to find somebody that is good at listening, that is emotionally supportive. Because talking to a brick wall, I mean, you might as well just talk to your house and whatever. Like, hey, wall, how's it going? Like, it's the same effect. So, you need to get a hold of your doctor. Now, see, I went for a scleroderma specialist. A rheumatologist sent me to a scleroderma specialist because most rheumatologists have no idea how to even help a scleroderma patient. They've never even seen one because it's a rare disease. I think it says a little over 200,000 cases in the U.S. have scleroderma. And honestly, people say, it could be a certain race. No. Almost every single race I've seen somebody have it. So honestly, race has nothing to do with it. And I've also been told by some of my doctors that genetics plays a huge part. Because they've even told me they've noticed in all their research and studies and people that they deal with that people that have rheumatoid arthritis run in their family, it is rare but can happen, and it can end up becoming scleroderma, some kind of genetic toll in there. But they don't know a whole lot of information. They don't really know what all causes it. It definitely could be genetics. I mean, if you have family with scleroderma, you do have a high probability of getting it, but I don't have anybody in my family with scleroderma but me. I mean, I have RA in my family, I have MS in my family, but scleroderma, no. But you gotta understand, everyone's different. My issues will not be the same as your issues. Your issues will not be the same as the person next to you with scleroderma issues. Everybody's different. But 90% of systematic scleroderma patients have GI-related issues. And honestly, I wish they came out with better meds to actually help us. Because a PPI medication does not treat scleroderma. I mean, it helps protect you from ulcers and stuff, but it's not going to treat or protect you from the disease. It's overproduction of collagen, which is turning your body to stone. Like, there is no meds GI-wise. And I remember I did a study that they would ask you questions and all that crap, because there are paid studies, so look out there. If you want to make a little extra money, the one I did was like $100 if you did their survey and answered their questions, which I'm game, whatever. You want an hour of my time, it's like $1 a minute. It's pretty cool. But even what he was saying was that the most biggest complaint everybody has is they want a GI med. And, my scleroderma doctor and this guy I spoke to even said that in a few years there will be better meds for GI, because that's what they're actually mainly focusing on. They do have a new lung one. Now, my doctor originally put me on Cellset before my body had a bad reaction to it and caused a massive infection in my mouth when my teeth were fine, and lowered my immune system where even a small cavity caused a massive amount of bacteria to get in there and almost killed me and almost died of sepsis. 5 months on clindamycin. So you got to understand that if you're going to go on heavy, hardcore medication, there are risks. There are lots and lots of risks. So make sure that if a doctor puts you on a medication, you need to be able to stand up for you and be like, all right, I need to know the bad of it. Don't be like, oh, it's rarely going to happen, because rare shit happens to me all the time. I mean, we have a rare disease, so it's possible. But you are very susceptible of getting sick. It's obvious. You're on an autoimmune suppressant. It suppresses your immune system. It makes your defense weak to try to suppress the disease. So now something that of you having a cold can now turn into full-blown pneumonia. And you could be hospitalized. You can end up with, like, say, you get sick so easily, it is ridiculous. Some people might not, but most people I've talked to have. Then you have to stop the medication, take the antibiotics. I mean, some doctors don't have you stop the medication, which is crazy, because you would think they would want you to build up a defense to kill whatever infection, but you get sick easily. You do. But you need to talk to your doctors. If you don't like your doctor, you don't feel like they're listening to you, find a new doctor. You can call the Scleroderma Foundation or go on their website and look for a specialist in your area that can help you. Because I went through 9 rheumatologists, all of them telling me, oh, the 9 blood tests that came back positive within about 4 or 5 year frame is just lie. They're like, oh, but you look great. How is that even possible that you're sick? What the hell does looks have anything to damn do with shit? Like, really? I didn't know that you can see disease on someone. Scleroderma affects everyone differently. If they don't see somebody that looks like, they had hardcore facelift, then they're like, oh, you don't have scleroderma. No. Actually, I do have skin issues. And my most skin morphia is actually my entire torso, which is my chest, my stomach, my back, which I do end up having skin cancer on my scleroderma spots, and my thighs and my calves are really bad. And the problem is if you have uneducated doctors with scleroderma, they just think in skin. They don't have the common sense to realize that it can be GI, it could be lung, it could be all that. And they found nodules on my thyroid, nodules on my lungs, they were like everywhere. And that's when they found I had sarcoidosis. And most autoimmune, I've never met one person that just has one autoimmune. Never. I'm sure there might be someone out there with just one, but that's if they've been tested for everything. Like, look at scleroderma is normally paired with Raynaud's. Raynaud's is your blood vessels contracting in your hands. Like, my hands swell like crazy. Like, now you can see the red and white and all that. It's just a freaking mess. But it's paired with Raynaud's, which, again, like I said, it's vessels that spasm when it goes into hot to cold. And, scleroderma causes small fiber neuropathy. You can end up with lupus. Actually, I've noticed that lupus is the biggest pair up with scleroderma. And even my doctor said that. He said the biggest autoimmune that he's ever seen paired up with scleroderma, besides Raynaud's, which is common, he said is lupus. Now, for me, people ask me what's worse, lupus or scleroderma. Honestly, I think they fight each other. Because I really honestly believe they're both just as strong. I don't have one weaker than the other. I think they fight each other to see who's the best. I swear they do, because, for lupus, I get ulcers in my nose. And when it comes to scleroderma, I can get digital ulcers from, Raynaud's, or, I've gotten ulcers in my mouth, on the roof of my mouth, to the back of my throat because of scleroderma. So, it really, really does depend. But I remember when I went to a dermatologist and they did a biopsy to confirm that I have morphia on my chest, and it came back positive, and he was like, oh, I just still don't believe it. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're fired. Like, if you don't have a doctor to back you up and sit down and treat you like an equal, you hired them to do a job, guys. You do. And you should not feel awkward or afraid to speak up. This is your life. You are your own best advocate. And I say that to everyone every day. No matter what disease, even if they're healthy, even if it's dental, doesn't matter. You are your best own advocacy. This is your life, your body. You are to protect it and stand up for yourself and do what you can. And you need to do what's best for you. So if you don't like your doctor, I understand it sucks to change doctors, but obviously that one's useless if you're not getting better. You're not seeing results by what his action is, and he's not listening to you. That is a big difference. He needs to be caring. I don't understand why some doctors, or even a doctor, what, because of the money? Because they sure as hell have bad bedside manner. They should have just been surgeons. Like, you're better off. But I want to do this video to wake people up of exactly what scleroderma is. Now, my issues, so many issues, and they're intertwined with other diseases, but skin is a big, big issue. And I know I did a video before on it, but I didn't do a whole lot. But I did tell you what skin products work. You have got to keep your hands and feet warm. And the biggest thing every doctor told me is if you keep your torso warm, because the blood goes up your leg, around, it circulates. That's what it does. If you do not keep your torso warm, then the rest of your body will not be warm. So you need to keep your main section warm, where your heart is, where your organs is. You need to keep the blood flowing, guys. Keep it flowing, because then everything else flow. But if your hands, especially if you have Raynaud's and they're cold all the time, you're now losing circulation. The blood is not flowing. Now you're going to end up with ulcers. And you can end up, getting gangrene and losing your fingers, and you don't want that. So you can prevent a lot of things. I'm not saying it's 100% effective, but it's a huge, huge difference by keeping your hands warm. You have to. You can use hot hands. You can use, I think I actually have a couple next to my thing. Hold on, I'm reaching. Okay, these are toe warmers. You can get them anywhere, guys. They go right at the bottom of your feet. I mean, it heats up real quick. It actually lasts, I think it says 8 hours. It lasts for. You can get them anywhere. You can get them at Walmart. You can get them at any sporting goods store. I got mine at Walgreens. Like, you can get them anywhere. I actually got all mine on clearance because it's all going out now that summer's going to happen soon, even though it's freaking 35 degrees outside. But if you guys have any comments, because I can't do too long of videos, like I said, the more subscribers I get, I can actually do live videos when I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I would like to do live videos and give stuff away. Shit, I'm probably going to give a lot of the warmers away too, so you guys can try them out. But keep your hands and feet warm. You also got to keep your hands moisturized. My skin, no joke, is scaly hot mess. I wish I could show you guys. Like, it doesn't really show detail. But I have, like, snake skin, which is, like, a scaly, crappy, and I moisturize, guys. But I did try this. Intensive Care in it with Vaseline. It's thick. I love it. It coats really well, and it doesn't seem to wash away the first hand washing. I would say after like my third or fourth hand washing, then I know that it's completely washed off. But moisturize your hands 3 to 4 times a day. Moisturize right after you wash. I always keep a lotion cream next to my bathroom sink, and well, my kitchen sink. You want to stay warm and you want to stay moisturized. It is a major, major thing with Raynaud's and scleroderma. You have to do it. If you guys have any comments at all, please just comment below. If you want to hear more information about certain things, because I mean, I wish I could do really long videos, but I'm sure you guys are going to get sick of long videos anyway. But comment below, or you can email me. That'll be in the description below. Just get a hold of me. Even if you just need a friend to talk to, you just need someone to hear you out. You know, you just need advice. You want me to make a video about a certain topic, just message me. I am here. That's what I'm here for. And if you want to know details about anything, I could do the research. I could find out even what medical grade honey is best, what percentage, because there is percentages. I saw it. Walmart is actually the cheapest of what I saw to buy them. But I'll do that in a different video. I hope you guys all have a good night. God bless. Stay safe. Don't forget to comment below, or you can email me. Night all.